Hey guys, Charles Float here, and in this video we will be talking about why I don't block bots on my PBNs. So for these kinds of videos, I would normally use my webcam or use a camera to record my beautiful face and put it up on there inside the video instead of just talking over a graphic on the video. But unfortunately, I have just dropped and broken my webcam and it will not record my beautiful face for some apparent reason. So we will be just talking over this nice graphic that I have got designed as my wallpaper. So this video is a video that a lot of you have asked me to make, or a lot of you have asked me to talk about, and a lot of people have asked about in the past, because over the last year or 2 years or possibly even 3 years, a lot of people and a lot of SEOs especially have been using this plugins such as Spider Spanker. They've been using special HD access or special robots.txt scripts to block bots inside Google. Inside their website. So they'll block bots from Majestic, from Ahrefs, from various other places, so that those websites cannot pull the backlink data from their websites. People have done that genuinely. Like, for example, a great example would be SEO Book. They block bots from Majestic and from Ahrefs and things, so that you can't look at their backlink profile. But generally, it is used for people that don't want their websites and don't want their PBNs being displayed on Majestic and in Ahrefs, so that SEOs cannot look up those backlinks. Now, I don't use bots, and that's for two very easy reasons. The first reason is, in my 8 years of doing SEO, pretty much I have never had any of my websites reported by Google, and I've ranked for some pretty competitive keywords. I've never had any of my websites reported to Google except one, and that one website was actually spammed to death in about 2011 or 2012. It was ranking for a very big keyword, and obviously another competitor in the industry got a bit jealous or didn't want that website there anymore, so he decided to report it to Google and showcased my spammy links to Google. Now, that wasn't using PBNs, so if I have ranked for very big keywords using PBNs and they haven't been reported, then I don't see a reason why any SEO is going to go and look at them specifically now and want to delete my website from Google and de-index my website from Google. The other reason that I have for this is that I think the number one way Google is going to find and go after PBNs in a PBN update, in quotation marks, they'll basically say that they've updated their algorithm so that PBNs are no longer effective, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, what I think they're going to do is they're going to fake bots. They're going to fake a Majestic bot, they're going to fake an Ahrefs bot, they're going to fake a Moz bot, they're going to visit a website, and if that website is displayed to Google bot, but it isn't displayed to the Majestic bot that they faked or the Moz bot that they faked, then they're going to put it on a manual review list. And if that manual review list is then sought through by Google's 10,000 Indian staff that they have in some data center in the middle of nowhere, then I think those people are going to find those PBNs, they're going to have a checklist, and they're going to de-index them, add them to a list, and all it takes 5,000 people to do is spend a day doing that, and they'll have a ton of PBN websites that are going to get de-indexed straight away, and then they can market that as some algorithm update and make an entire fear-based campaign against PBNs so that SEOs don't use them, because that's essentially what they do with every tactic. They fake it until they make it. They make it you believe that they've got some new amazing algorithm that figures these things out, but the majority of the time they've used things in the past like the disavow tool to collect data and then de-index websites, and then they just have manual reviewers who go out there and de-index them and add them to a big de-index list. And because they de-index that many websites, and because they get that many people having those websites de-indexed, they have a fear-based campaign, and they've done that for years. They've also gone after public PBN networks like GhostRank and like BuildMyRank and things, which are very obvious and very easy to do. All they have to do is buy a package on there, and they can reverse engineer a ton of websites. But that's all they have to do. Those kind of things is essentially just building a fear-based campaign, and that's what Google love to do, is have a fear campaign going, because it makes you scared of using a specific tactic, and it makes a lot of people not use them. That's kind of a bonus for the people that do get to use them, because it's not going to actually affect you, and it's going to be easier for you to rank because these other people are scared of using those tactics. But at the same time, it makes it a lot harder for some people to go out and rank because they don't know what information is true and what information is false. And that is something that Google are very good at, is creating an information blackout or an information attack against certain things. For example, when they de-index, and I say that in quotation marks, when they de-index SAPE, a lot of people stopped using SAPE. Yet I still use SAPE to this day, and I can tell you it is damn effective. PBNs, I don't think you should block bots just because of those two reasons. The first reason being, again, I'll recap. The first reason being that SEOs won't check your website and they're likely to not report your website. And then the second being that Google isn't going to be able to find PBNs very easily unless they use some method like that. And I think the easiest method, and I've probably given it to them now, is to go out and find those blocked bots. I hope this video gave you a bit more of an insight into why I don't like using block bots in my PBNs. Don't forget to join my email list down below, and there's going to be a brand new blog post out tomorrow that a lot of you are going to enjoy on link building in 2016. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you tomorrow.